Welcome back to the next episode of Casual Play, Casual Help. We are back at it again with Amaterasu for the final build that I have for her. A sort of bruiser-esque build where it combines defense, power, and health. And the thing about these types of builds is that it's more focused towards basic attack warriors, like Amaterasu, Bologna, which I showed in previous episode, and many others. Now, a big drawback to this type of build is that I believe it's more HP focused than defense. So even though that you'll have more health to spare, your defense will lack. Of course, but you really have to almost. It's really almost crap. Sorry. These types of builds are mainly for solo, which is a conquest term. It's more for one-on-one fights than team fights. But they have worked in arena before. You just really gotta basically just gotta work on your timing, work on your positioning, instigate when you need to instigate, draw back when you need to fall back. Because all builds can work if executed properly, if going up against the right team, or where they basically can't easily get out of what you're trying to do. My main hope is just to see if this match will go differently from all the others. Because I've lost each and every one, except for Amasen in episode 3. Oh boy, we're gonna be in for a treat. Now, I think undeniably people would say that Nox is one of the most annoying mages if she's in the hands of a good player, because her 1-2 combo of Shroud of Darkness and the other one, she creates a gigantic bubble that silences enemy gods, and she can use her root to keep you within that bubble. Now this is a really burst heavy wombo combo. So if you get hit by it, especially in early game, and if you're glass cannon, it's gonna hurt. Alrighty. I believe going leather cow. Good power, got lifesteal, and attack speed. But regardless of any build I do, I like to go meditation cloak and magic shell. For my first one, I'll be going the sledge, which gives me decent stats. And for each enemy god within a radius around me, I gain additional defense, which in arena is decent. Excuse me. And the big thing that we have to look out for on the enemy team is anti-heal. Because you have Aphrodite, she's a healer, Ra also has a healing ability, and I have a self-heal. So anti-heal is going to be a bit of a bane of our existence. As I've said with Nox, we really got to make sure to keep out of her the little bubble that was right in front. Because if you get caught in it, it's not a fun time. It's not a good time. And as you just saw with Denzaburo, the raccoon thing in front of me, got the Swagni announcer pack. Anyway, with Denzaburo, what you just saw with his bags, is that if you are hit by those bags, I'm sorry, a bit off the train of thought. If you get hit by those bags, they will explode, doing more damage, and they will drop a gold coin, which Dansboro or his teammates can pick up, which gives him gold. And as you'll see in his video, his passive, he keeps gold, and once a bag of gold is filled, he gains power and all that. Okay, for Daji, who's right there, she is a very, very good basic attack ability-based assassin. Because one of her abilities is a buff to her basic attacks. And basically building a lot of power and basic attack damage, she can really put the hurt on those that don't have a lot of defense. For the other team, Raijin is annoying to deal with as a glass cannon. Especially if he goes Chronos Pendant, gives him a lot of cooldown, and his passive already does that for him. And for the next one, I'll be going Frostbound Hammer for the power and health, and for each basic attack that I hit upon an enemy, it slows them down for movement speed and attack speed. So it's really good on keeping the enemy where you want them.
On my way.
Excuse me. Yeah. And each one of these gods has a quote-unquote movement ability. So Daji, it's a bit of a teleport where she can. Ah, dang it. Yeah, Daji has a bit of a teleport where she can select a target and go to them, whether enemy or ally, and run away that way. Kuzenbo, who's their guardian, right up there, he has a dash. Raijin has a movement ability where he goes up into the sky and crashes down somewhere else, and Nox too also has a dash. So you really gotta kind of bait out those movement abilities.
Have you learned your lesson yet?
And with Danzaburo, like we just saw with that leaf, is that he has an area that he can summon. When he's in the area, he gets reduced physical attack damage, all that. And if he's to leave, he turns into a leaf and creates other leaves as a distraction.
I'm going for jungle buff.
And gets increased movement speed and all that. But you'll see if you watch any of this once we get to his episode. Oh, yeah, that's another thing about Raijin is his. Oh, no, not Raijin, Nox. If she is to dash into an ally, then she enters into their shadow, which means that she can't be hit. So basically, I don't know what I was going with that. No, disregard. And disregard that miss. I beg you.
Be right back.
Gonna back now and get my Frostbound Hammer.
This should do the trick.
Let's see. Yeah, Shield of Regrowth is kind of good, because every time you pop her heal, it's gonna give her additional movement speed. And I think I might go Berserker right now. Thank you, Swagney. Yeah, what you just saw with Raijin, that's his movement ability. It's weird. But also very, very annoying. Especially when you're just right there about to kill him.
This should
As
do the
most
trick.
things. And as you see with Berserker Shield, when I drop below 40%, gain power and attack speed. Now this will go hand in hand with my next item, ASI, which gives me increased life steal. Please don't kill me. Uh-oh. Crap. Dang it. Thought I was out of her ultimate range. Nay nay. Freaking nay nay. If you know who I'm referencing, good for you, because Mithy Moo is a very good content creator. Even though that he's gone away from smite-based content, he's still really good.
What's your problem?
Calm down, Swagme.
I'm going for jungle buff.
I love the announcer packs
Have you learned your
that
lesson
Smite
yet?
has. They're really fun and memey, if memey is even a word.
Take this jungle buff.
Stay in.
He's down.
Something to liven up this
I'm going for jungle buff. What's your problem?
Hell yeah.
Always in style.
Let's go back and get our Berserker Shield.
Perfect.
Get our ASI, as you can see, with what it does. Excuse me.
Incoming.
Enemy ultimate down.
Rocket! Rocket, not the raccoon, but Denzaburo.
Have you learned your lesson yet? Have you learned your lesson yet?
Ultimate is ready.
Get this attack speed over here.
Be right back. On my way. Take this
On
jungle
my
buff.
way.
Hell yeah. Wow, this is actually going a whole lot better than I expected. Are you kidding me? I know you also... Yeah, Kuzenbo has Aegis and Purification Beads. Now that is just the very definition of a coward. No cap whatsoever. No one in the right mind should be doing that as a guardian. That is just asinine. It just baffles me why people do that.
What's your problem?
Come on, Afro.
Enemy has been
Ooh.
slain.
Have you learned your lesson yet?
Hell yeah.
I won't let you down.
Slice. Oops. Almost said attack when I meant to say retreat. And from next one, I'll be going Quinn Scythes, which deals additional damage based on target's maximum health.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem. We can do this together. Have you learned your lesson yet?
Yeah, big thing to keep in mind, especially when going with a build like this, is you are not as invincible as you would be in a regular tank or bruiser build. You really sacrifice a lot of things. But the damage is pretty sweet.
Take this jungle buff.
Especially when you get those basic attacks. And also in combination with her passive. Ooh, found ya.
Thanks.
Have you learned your lesson yet?
Back here, you bitch. Get back here, you bitch. Before anyone gets up in arms, that's a quote from Markiplier, which I know that a lot of people watch, because of course he has millions of subscribers. Ow. Okay, disregard with what I said about being tanky, because apparently I'm just not dying.
This should do the trick.
Let's see. Don't necessarily want to go Bloodforge. Although, yeah, I think Deathbringer would be a good one. This doing crit is just so good. Damn it. Oh well. At least I can get their mana buff. Yeah, see on how fast I'm striking? It's so good.
Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate is ready.
Fight me now.
I'd rather not.
Where my money at? Killing spree.
And also a thing to take into account is that if you have ASI and also crit, you gain a lot of HP back.
Perfect.
But as I've stated before, lack of defense is a huge problem, especially if you get ganged up on at the wrong time.
Have you learned your lesson yet?
Energy field deployed.
Let's see. I mean, technically speaking, with those that are basic attack based, they're like burst mages, but for basic attacks. Like, you really have to put in that damage real quick before the enemy has enough time to basically understand what's happening.
What's your problem? We can do this together.
Hey, apologies again for not talking.
Have you learned your lesson yet?
Trying to concentrate. Okay, I didn't know I could do that, but okay, I'll take it. Hey, three-way. Swaggy, calm yourself.
I'll be fine.
Dang it.
Don't be so dramatic.
Alright, now so after a full build is done, a good thing to get is a potion of power, which of course increases your power. No duh. But if you are to have enough gold, elixir of defense and power are good to have. And the best thing about the elixirs is that they linger after death, so you don't have to keep on buying them like you would with. Dang it. So with the elixirs you won't have to keep buying them like you would the potions. Oh, actually won.
Well, Fox, bonsai.
Well, I hope you learned something from this one, as all the other ones. And so, I'll see you in the next episode of Casual Play, Casual Help. Peace.